Another video. Today we're playing Phoenix Wright is Eternally the trilogy, so let's go. And this was last episode. Hold on, friends. Boys are raced away. Uh-oh. No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. Dean Vguas, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Gumshoe? To my save? No way! Now we're back. October 20th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. We're back here. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present DC evidence. Very well, Mr. Edwards, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edward seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edwards. The prosecution calls Miss Desquaz to the stand. Miss Desquaz is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the victim state her name and occupation? Desquaz, I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in the Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banters. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Brooks. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steak on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey head toppling over. Ran out to the court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright. Trailer on a little bit before noon. The meeting began at 12. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Alright, these are all the evidence I have. John and I turn on the table in front of the trailer. Well, Nick, find anything? I kinda wish the ad said it's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you find some kind of... I entered the trailer, a little before noon. A little bit before noon. There's a rehearsal, so we went to studio. When? When? And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You wouldn't think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edward. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. He hit his... Oops. It was 15-minute break. Tone Death was 10 feet at 2 furry. I was in. What, by yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop it and at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. I entered the trailer. So we went to Studio 1. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. At 2:30 we took 15. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder in that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Whoa, Nick. That's when the death was. The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. So I had Sal take me? I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. But I already... Alright, this is... Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. I did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edwards. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. When exactly was that? Oh, I already. This evidence clear. It doesn't. Today we took a 15-minute break. As I thought, you claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What is this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it's a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vogue and Mr. Milan ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet, there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Voss, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like the incinerator. I see! Then what Miss Buck's doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran to the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of style are you trying to pull, Miss Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Puss. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. And as you can see, a wound of petties. How could I possibly use the heavy spear as a weapon? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Pierced. This, baby. Mr. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fable. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Alright, okay, here's the real... I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. What? That's not... I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon! Not so fast. See, Remember that the spear broke during the morning accident scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with the duct tape. Yeah. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence! I'm the one testifying here and I'll be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If that samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was Hammer killed? No, Mr. Wright. Can you tell us what happened? I can. When I make a claim like this, if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was. I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. He was pierced. But it was this. Look at this photo. What is this? Why that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright. What is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a closed-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you sane? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again! She's starting to get worried now. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Mr. Devont meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs into the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Through whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil, mysterious costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in that space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of that body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? What if she had another way to carry the body? Another than with her own hands? For instance? The van! Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do that deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting, let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The van! The van, baby! The van! Miss Fox, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it! Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was took tea, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1? Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the Mega Straight costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Milan that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Miss Millay was a conspirator? I don't have any facts that he did it. Of course he wasn't. Haha. So without Miss Miller noticing anything, she put the body in the van. They managed to put the body into the costume. Are you seriously suggesting this is possible? Of course I'm not serious. I was kidding to line up the proceedings. Lightning, you can't line up a murder, Mr. Wright. The court requests you to refrain from making claims and jest. Yes, Your Honor. Of course, someone has to have been a... The body has to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the steel samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Voss, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Okay. So, what happens next? Don't. Me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean, Deirdre, so it was you? You killed Jackhammer? Yeah, we would like an answer. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer? Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you know more questions, I'll be leaving. Eric, what do I do now? You did it. Oh, I said a minute. You did it. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No, that's right. Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to Eric. I didn't mean to press. I meant to press testify again. I like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Voss. What? Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Edgeworth, what? I see, very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testifies again. You are the prosecution, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I do see little point in making Miss Bell repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, you go. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edworth... Who knows? He probably realized he did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edworth... Oh no. Maybe Edward's is turning a new leaf. I have to find the body. Alice was sailing Oldbag the Siri lady when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Oh, of course. I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. I will try. I was just down over to see her leave. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Why did you ask to be left out? Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio think otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on this with all the bigwigs of the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Now back to the trial. The script and your director notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder! Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Mr. Nicholas, please continue.
Objection!
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Edworth, what's going on? You're supposed to be Huh? Think. Miss Volker said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. What's happening right now? Order. Mr. Edworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Voss, do you have any explanation? I can't believe Edward is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change the testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. Go get him. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action, so I left him behind. There's nothing I can... Old bag, the security lady? Why did the security lady think Paris had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on that security lady's words? Perhaps not. She seems to have also been given the detective that photograph. Of course I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best scene of judgment when it comes to Hammer. And I don't think there's anything there I can use. You immediately! What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Oh, sorry, I'm late. Then, silence, dead silence. Huh? What? Silence. Hey, Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to line things up. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I say it was then. When exactly did you and Miss Mira arrive at the studio? Actually 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies and costumes, mind you. Press harder, why not? Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in the costume with Salmon's help. Oh. What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing anybody into any costumes? You shouldn't try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy. The witness will continue her testimony. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Viss. Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often let him on the bus when shooting at locations no one knows he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Viss. You may continue. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Yeah. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Yeah. I already said it was Sale who told me. That's right. He must have gone it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Voss. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Milner. You saw Mr. Hammer limping when with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah. And when he was doing this, well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Voss, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one. Very well. I have a question for you. Eric, why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he's fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would you have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove that he had a motive? I can always prove things. Okay, or I have proof. I present the court evidence as Mr. Voss' motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Voss? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Voss' help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident proved Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you D. Voss used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer last role as the evil Mitsura. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the X-Star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who have killed D. Voss, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Voss have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Mr. Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Voss' motive for motive. Does he have a motive? None that I can clearly see. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Fuchs did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Voss. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill these boss who has so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. He doesn't look. Oh, she broke her. So you did do it. You did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Voss. What? What happened here? Manuel, Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Voss, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Voss. No! Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edwards, where's D. Voss? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As you claim, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. This is all. This court is adjourned. 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby Number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Voss, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder? It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is why I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Scrapbook. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in the kids' show and then as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with them anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, Pete. Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweet costume, man. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick Edgeworth. Oh, he looks angry. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Fox would have gone away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, I retrospect it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's why I came here to tell you. Wow, Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if they're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? I don't know. And so the curtains close on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Pink Prince. Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kinda surprised. I didn't think they seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and the assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they show his real face this time. I do know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. The end. A new episode has been added. Yay! Okay, guys, I'm ending the video here. See you guys next time. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day.